Oh, fuck you. What could have possibly made me react like this to the 4th most enjoyed extreme demon in the game? You'll find out. I won't drag out the intro any longer. I hope you all enjoy this video. I started off my progress, and day 1 I managed to get my first one to 100. Now, is this some crazy progress? No, but I was happy with it. Happy enough to stop playing the level for 5 whole days and get back on Shardscapes. Go f*** yourself. Which doesn't sound too bad on its own, but I should add some context and say that I legit picked up Neurostasis as a break from Shardscapes. So that was kind of backwards, but I digress. I came back to the level, I learned the entire ship up, and then I proceeded to get a huge fluke out of nowhere, when really and truly I was just trying to learn the pre-drop. After that, I was feeling amazing about the ship, so I decided to get a new best run to 100, and that was from... After these runs, I decided to go from 0. The first few ship attempts I had from 0, they weren't anything crazy. I was just having like fairly standard progression. And then all of a sudden, again, I decided to fluke like so much. What the I'm not gonna, I got so nervous, what the f. And although this is a good run, this run also made me think that I was gonna beat the level quicker than I actually did. And the level I had similar experience of this with is Napalm, where I was about to beat the level as a fluke from 56. And the only reason I died is because I was trying to go for the Easter egg, but I digress. In the pursuit of shit and giggles, I effectively just ruined my whole experience with Napalm. I thought that after that attempt, I'd get back there within maybe an hour or 2. However, it took 4 hours. As a result, each attempt I was having resulted in more and more frustration up until I beat the level. Which sucks, because I actually really liked this level before that. Thank you. Yes! Yeah. At least I grabbed the Easter egg in the end. But enough about Napalm, let's get back on Neurostasis. What the fuck? Upon getting a few attempts in the 70s, I realized one huge thing about this level, and that is my nerves. I couldn't control them for jack shit, and it was really affecting me, which is odd because I have beaten the longest extreme demon in the game, which is nearly a whole hour long. So you'd think my nerve control would be at least somewhat decent, right? Yes. Apart from nerves, I was also beginning to get frustrated with this level. No f***ing way I died like that, man. Holy shit, that's one of the easiest parts in level where I die like that, yeah. Get me off this game before I How the f***? Oh my gosh, man. But I wasn't getting angry at just the ship. What the f*** do you mean? Oh my god. Oh my f***. What? How? Oh my f***. I'm not playing this anymore. I'm going to actually... Like, whoa, you have to be perfect. You have to be perfect. You cannot make a single mistake on that part. It's impossible. It's impossible. 25 to like 32. You might as well just... Oh my god. I then proceeded to get one of the most disappointing attempts I've had in this game. On paper, this doesn't sound like the worst death I could have had, but to me it definitely was. Considering the last ship is basically free, and also if I just put a replay of how close I was to not hitting the blue orb and instead hitting the dash orb. This death was only a matter of frames, and spoiler alert, this was my worst death. After this death, I had developed an overwhelming obsession to try beat this level as quickly as I could, and this was very unhealthy. Oh, I missed the dash. Oh, fuck. No f***ing way! What? What the f- The next session I had with this level is probably the worst thing I could have done to myself. I had not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six. And I'm not saying that last number, but yeah. The fact that my heart rate was fluctuating so hard throughout this session had caused me to have chest pains after this. And those chest pains were definitely not worth it. Always be mindful of your health, because at the end of the day, your health matters more than just a simple video game. However, I was so tunnel visioned on beating this that I just completely threw my health out the window. I then took a break for about a day and a half, and then I came back again. Bruh. Holy f- Why can't I do that from zero? After this one, I got no other good runs for the rest of the day. As a result, my confidence was a bit shaky. And to add on top of that, I was already worried about my physical health, and I was beginning to grow more hopeless by the day. Thankfully, this was the last attempt that I died far at before finally beating the level. Oh, you. My God, man. Oh my. Actually, the most stressful thing I've ever played. Oh my days, man. What's that? I'll load up the attempts. Jeez. That took me what the total attempts 9272. I should have beaten this like 4 days ago when I had like 7k. Look, hold on. Look at all of these deaths at the end. 79, A1, A1, A2 5 times, A5 twice, A6, A9, and then bro. Yeah, it's a good level. I just got unlucky as with it though. GG. And that concludes my experience with Neurostasis. It's been 2 weeks and a bit now since I've beaten it, and the level is good. The first 17% I wasn't the biggest of fans, I'll be honest, but it does get consistent. The beginning of the ship is actually harder than the memory part, which is weird, but that might just be a skill issue. Regardless, I would place this as my third hardest. I believe it's harder than Black Blizzard, truly. Or I might have just found it more difficult because of the experience itself. The main thing I want people to take away from this video is that do not ever overexert yourself to things. Try to control your obsessions. Try to not push yourself too hard. And also, I would recommend this level. This level is a very good level, but you just need to be careful with how you go about it. But that can be said for literally anything in life. If you have reached the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know what you guys want to see more of, less of, XYZ. And yeah, take care everyone. Goodbye.